Hello, I'm Roger Federer from Switzerland, and I've turned pro in 1998.
I think anyone who says Roger Federer is never going to win another big prize doesn't know what they're talking about.
I feel as long as he picks up the racket, as long as he's healthy, he's always going to be one of the contenders.
I mean, you can never write Roger off. I think this year is going to be the big year.
I definitely expect Federer to continue to play his all-court game, and he's always a danger.
I love Roger games. I love the way he plays, the way he moves on the court.
If anybody writes Federer off, you just look him straight in the eye and say, you don't know what you're talking about.
He's one of the greatest of all time. At 30, Roger Federer can look back on a glittering career. And there are plenty who believe there is still a lot more to come from the Swiss master. 2011 was the first year since 2002 that Roger did not win a Grand Slam. Time to panic? Far from it.
If you look at the last season he beat Djokovic in a very big match in the French Open. That was a big win. Probably never played better on clay than then.
Federer, like a golfer will say, sometimes they leave a few shots out on the course. I feel like 2011 has been one of those years for Federer where he's left a few matches on court, if you will. Certainly the one against Djokovic where he had the match points, US Open semi-final, will be a gutter for him.
I think I had other great tournaments, but just wasn't able to, get over the finish line and win the tournament. So I have a lot of regrets, not in a bad way, but just I was so close to make so much more happen that it's a pity I didn't give myself the opportunity. But I always stayed positive. I didn't kind of have a big letdown, and that's been good actually to see that also, even though things got tough at some stages, that I always stayed positive, and that's something I'm very happy about actually.
It speaks volumes for Federer that a season without a major sparked so much debate. He finished the year in style, though, with a 17-match winning streak. A run sparked by an emotional victory in his home tournament.
I think obviously Basel is always a highlight for me just to play, having been a ball boy there, and with all the great memories I have, and also being able to win there for the 5th time was very, very special.
He did put a really good run together towards the tail end of last season, but he plays very well indoors. It suits his style of tennis. The likes of Nadal can't really hurt him because the ball bounces a little lower, his serve's more effective, his 1-2 punches from the back of the court hurt opponents more than they do on the slower courts throughout the rest of the year.
That win propelled Federer onto a flawless finish to the season as he successfully defended his crown at the Barclays ATP World Tour Finals. A 70th tournament title in his 100th final.
It was one of the big highlights for me throughout my career to be able to play there. I remember the first few times when I had a slight chance to qualify, I was so nervous at the end of the year to make it that I could hardly play tennis anymore. So now, since 10 years, I've been able to make it. I've been so proud to be part of the Elite 8 and sort of get a chance to finish the year at absolute high at the World Tour Finals.
Starting the new season as the form-man, 2012 looks bright for Roger. And this year presents a rare Olympic opportunity in a favourite setting, Wimbledon.
It wouldn't require a great deal of luck for him to win another big one. I also think he's very motivated to win the Olympic singles gold medal.
I expect him to have a big 2012, and of course with the Olympics in London on the grass at the All England, he's going to love that.
Alongside that Olympic goal, the 16-time Grand Slam champion has to prove he can win another major. Few doubt he can still do it. Next week on ATP World Tour Uncovered, presented by Rio, we're in Melbourne for the coronation of the 2012 Australian Open champion. And mentoring Murray, we catch up with the world number 4 as his partnership with coach Ivan Lendl begins to take shape. Don't forget to log on to atpworldtour.com for your 24/7 breaking news and talk with us on Facebook and Twitter. See you next week.